Good evening, everyone. So, as you know from today's session, we were trying to link our spreadsheet to our Windows form and then return the data into the spreadsheet. So, the first thing I want to do is on our spreadsheet, when we made a blank one, we're going to come down here and we're going to rename this sheet and call it courses, capital C on the courses, and we're going to enter the following data inside here. So, online, I just found some handy courses. That might or not might be linked to your assignment. So here are your courses. Then I want you to open up a new sheet and rename this sheet to call it data. So now we have two sheets. We have courses and data. Courses will look like this. You may pause the video and copy these in or make up your own courses. We're then going to go to tools and go to script editor. For the moment, we are now finished with our spreadsheet. So inside our code editor, we're going to delete that. So we have an empty form. And we're going to copy in or type in this code. This is our do get functionality. So our do get allows us to get the HTML file of an index, create a courses, and then display them in the HTML format. So over here where we got get courses, we have to create a function for this. So outside this, we'll write function again. We'll take no parameters. And the get courses will link to the spreadsheet here and display all of this and return it into this array over here. So how we do that is with these lines of code right now. As you can see, it uses the sheet, which is called courses, which is the same name down here. It links to go from the row 2 all the way down to first column, row 2, then row 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, for as long as this, from row 2 all the way down to the bottom. And that is indicated by this line here where it says get last row. Then we're going to return it, which is going to return it over here and then validate it on the HTML. So now we have to create the HTML page by clicking on here, click on HTML and clicking index. Inside our body tag, this is where we're going to make the web app function or to display into the combo box. So here is the code. I recommend that you pause the video and you type in this code exactly the same. Make sure that all your brackets line up and you type it in word for word. So at the top we have this function called get URL. So get URL here, when we save this, come back into our Google script. At the bottom down here, we're going to make a function for get URL. And get URL will return this app scripts URL because we will deal with the spreadsheets URL in a moment. But at the moment, I want to bring in the Google Script Editors URL. In order for us to do a postback action. So we do this by typing in these two lines. The script app.getService.getURL, and we return that URL. Now, inside our HTML, you also see that we're performing a post action. So our action is a post as well. So inside our Google code, underneath our do get, we need to add a do post function, which looks like this. So do post, which will get the name and the course that we selected and add it to our from our index page onto our Git courses. So Git courses was the method we ran before, where it displayed it all, pulled it in from courses, and then displays it onto the form. Finally, inside here, between these two functions, after this curly bracket, we need to do one last method, which is to add our content or add a row. And that is done by these lines here. This ID here is empty because you have to type in now from the /d all the way to the /edit. You need to copy and paste your ID number there. So this will be whatever your form is. You may use mine because I'm going to share mine that anyone can access this. So in case your one doesn't work, you can always use mine. And here I will open up the options to give everyone permission. So that means you guys, when you save, your data will also be saved in here. Or you can do your own and then open up this page and see where it saves it. So as normal, we got to save it and now we can deploy it. Click on web API, allow for everyone or yourself. It really doesn't matter. I just like everyone because then it gives you access to it. If I give you guys the link as well, you can just immediately add to it straight away. Of course, we have to authorize it. We copy our link, paste into a new tab. And as you can see, you have your form. When I drop this down, you'll see all the courses that are on the spreadsheet are here. When I click submit, it reloads the page and puts a post back where it now says record added. It cleared the boxes, and inside my data, you can see that my field has now been saved. So I could do this for another person and choose this one. Click submit. And there he is. I hope this was helpful. Here is all the code again. So we have our do get method, scrolling down, all the way down to our bottom code, from our do post, down to our add record, into our Git courses, and finally our Git URL. So we have URL, Git courses, add record, do post, and Git post. Make sure we save it, and our HTML code looks like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys can recreate this and it works for you as well.